Here with me today is Mr. Patrocinio, our Corpus. Sir, a wonderful morning. First of all, allow me to thank you for spending your precious time here with me today in search for knowledge about the pork barrel scam.
It's a pleasure.
Sir, what made you decide to go to the law school?
Well, when I was already, uh, uh, no, after graduation from high school, I was offered a sort of a scholarship. So I took up first my associate in arts and then went to the law school in the same school in Ilocos Norte.
Are your parents supportive in your chosen career?
Um, my mother, yes, because my father died when I was still 7. Likewise, my two brothers, they were very supportive.
How did they show their support to you, sir?
I also shared in all the expenses in my going to school. While I was still in high school, I was already working as a representative of a newspaper, and at the same time, I was given a sort of a partial scholarship.
How is it becoming a lawyer, sir? Is it hard?
Well, hard at the same time easy in the sense that you have to prepare yourself to be one.
Can you tell me what is your most unforgettable experience while in the law school, sir?
Uh, when I was given such a scholarship by the school where I went, I took up my education, my law courses, and after graduation and after passing the bar, I was given another sort of a scholarship by the Hellbright, Hellbright scholarship, and went to have to obtain my Master of Laws in Howard University in Washington, D.C.
How does it feel passing the board exam, sir?
Well, very, very excited and very thankful to God.
So, how is your life now that you no longer work as a judge? Instead, you are working as a practicing lawyer.
My life is basically the same, but it has become much simpler and slower in nature. Uh, there are no strict work schedules for me to follow, and I accept and handle only selective cases in court.
What particular cases do you handle, sir?
Uh, Civil as well as criminal cases.
So, being a retired judge, is it difficult to know if a person is guilty or not based on the evidences presented?
It is not really difficult to know if a person charged of any offense is guilty of if the evidence presented overwhelmingly prove his guilt beyond reasonable doubt.
How do you use these presented evidences in making your final judgment?
It should be examined and weighed carefully and made as the principal basis of rendering a judgment in the case.
In examining these evidences, do you have someone to help you, sir?
Uh, no, uh, except that when there are certain problems in the record, you have to refer to your stenographers or to your clerk of court.
So how long does it take to give your final judgment?
Usually, under the law and rules of court, you are given 90 days within which to decide the case. But when uh, there are only few cases ready for decision, you can render the decision within a period of 30 days.
So is it difficult not to be biased all the time?
It is not difficult, really, if the trial judge remains neutral and just during the trial or proceedings of any case.
So sir, how do you prevent yourself from being biased?
By not giving importance to the personalities involved in the case and by not propounding leading questions.
So is there a time in your life Were your credibility as a judge was tested, sir?
There were several times. However, I maintain that in all my actions and decisions were based on yes, on record.
So presently, our country is facing a big problem, which is the pork barrel scam, and I believe that we need investigators who will know the truth without being biased. So, sir, could you tell me what PDAF stands for?
It stands for Priority Development Assistance Funds
So, why is it called the pork barrel?
because it is the same as it as the same represents this it represents, I would say, government funds coursed through the lawmakers and other government officials who do not handle the money but choose where the money should be spent.
Sir, what department in the government do you think needs the most of help? Is it DSWD, DepEd? What particular department?
Well, I would say the DSWD
So, why do you say so, sir?
because DSWD is the principal agency of the government in aiding the poor.
So, if you were given a chance to receive a PDAF, where would you use it, sir?
I would use the same
For
for
DSWD, sir?
DSWD.
So, sir, who among the leaders of our country receives pork barrel?
Lawmakers, senators, and some government officials chosen by the president.
So, does the president also receive pork barrel?
Yes, definitely.
Where does the money for our leaders' pork barrel come from?
From the people, the taxes paid by the people.
So, can you tell how much pork barrel a single senator receives in a year?
I really do not know, but some receive as much as 50 million or 70 million.
That was big, sir, right?
Yes.
How about the president? Does he receive an equal amount or a greater amount of pork barrel compared to what the senators receive?
He receives greater amount compared to what the senators receive.
Why do you think he receives a greater amount, sir?
Well, he controls actually the funds.
So, can you tell how much?
I really don't know how much.
So, if PDAF is intended to help the poor, why is there an existence of such pork barrel scams, sir? When did this started?
Well, all this scam started because the money is not being directly handled by the lawmakers, but the same were given and spent on chosen projects by other persons.
So, can you name some senators, although not yet proven, who are possibly involved in this pork barrel scam?
Well, I have no actual knowledge of if the senators are really involved in this scam, but according to what I read from the papers, they are naming the investigation, the Senate investigation on the matter actually names Senator Relly, Revilla, Jingo Estrada, and Onasan as the senators most probably involved in this scam.
Sir, how about Janet Lim Napoles? Why is she called the pork barrel scam queen?
Well, he was the very I would say, essential, the very person who was principally involved in the diversion of all the money and in finding, coursing the money through fake as well as non-existing, non-government organizations.
Sir, in your own opinion, will you consider Janet Lim Napoles as the mastermind of this pork barrel scam?
I would say so in uh, cooperation with other
Cooperation.
in
So,
cooperation or in the company of some government officials.
so there is someone who knows more than Janet Lim Napoles, right?
Yes, I believe in it.
Who do you think is that person, sir?
That I don't know. In the meantime, that is the subject of investigations by the Department of Justice as well as the National Bureau of Investigation.
Sir, can you tell me the modus operandi of Mrs. Napoles and other people involved in stealing the country's money?
Well, Mrs. Napoles would make representations with the lawmakers, asked that the money, their portfolio be spent to this organization, to be sent to these organizations which are actually non-existing or fake organizations to be used in projects, in certain projects, but not the money once released would not be given to the non-existing to the NGOs, but diverted to her personally or to the pockets of other senate of the lawmakers.
Sir, now that this Mrs. Napoles is already detained, what do you think the government should do to her and to all those people involved in this scam?
I would like that the government should prosecute the police and all those involved to the end to find to get rid of either to have them clear their name and as well as to show transparency on how the money was spent.
Sir, in your own opinion, is there such special treatment given to Mrs. Napoles?
Right now, well, it appears, but I could not say whether that is a special treatment as it is now because the paper says that Napoles was accompanied first to the house of the Secretary Rojas, then to Malacanang Palace, and then even escorted by the President as well as some high government officials to the Makati
Sir, do you think
jail.
Sir, do you think she deserves to be put in a ordinary jail where ordinary prisoners were put?
Well, because of the alleged threat on her life, I would say that the government is also has the intention of protecting her from any harm.
So there's really a need of protecting her because of her.
I believe so.
In order to eliminate this kind of corruption in our country, President Noynoy Aquino suggested the scrapping of the PIDAP. Are you in favor of this, sir?
I am in favor, but at the same time, all government funds, especially the taxes paid by the people, should be spent or used in all projects under in a more transparent way and at the same time duly audited by the COBA
So why do you favor the scrapping of the PIDAP, sir?
to eliminate this the so that there will be no another scam of the same nature and degree as what we are having now.
Sir, do you think this graft and corruption will be eliminated from our country?
I really and truly believe so if our government officials are really ready to eliminate graft and corruption by dismissing or dismissing all government officials who are actually corrupt and by as I have said spend our government funds under a transparent way.
So what we need now, sir, are conscientious people who will lead the country, right?
Definitely,
So
yes.
what other things can you suggest which will make the Philippines a corruption-free country?
Well, a more a better administration of not only administration in of not only justice but also in all the projects of the government in helping the people.
Sir, in your own opinion, do you think President Noynoy Aquino is doing his job well?
Well, at this point in time, I think he is trying to do his job well, but there are other people. He is surrounded. I believe that he is surrounded by people who are, I would say, not helping him in doing his job well.
Sir. So before we end up, sir, may I just say that I aspire to become a successful lawyer. So, can you give me some tips on how to achieve my goal, sir?
Yes, you have to be to prepare well, to go to school, and when I said prepare well, that means you have to uh, have some training or under the training under a successful lawyer.
Sir, what do you think is the most difficult thing I may face in my journey of becoming a lawyer?
So, well, first passing the bar, and then at the same time uh, getting preparing in the exercise of your profession.
So, sir, are you willing to help me become a lawyer, sir?
Well, if you think I can, yes, I'm very willing. I can help you in this field.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Don't mention. I'm very
Thank you, sir.